You're about to be surprised by what I'm going to share. And if you're watching this right now, it's no coincidence. You've been guided here because you have intense abilities much stronger than you might realize. And it's not just your imagination. As a chosen one, your life has never been random. It's woven with extraordinary insights and experiences that set you apart. Before we get into why this matters and how you can harness it, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave 77 in the comments to send a powerful signal to the universe. Watch on repeat to amplify this message's energy. If you're truly chosen, you'll stay until the very end. If not, you'll likely click away. Chapter 1. Awakening to your unique powers. Many chosen ones sense from an early age that there's something different about them. Perhaps you felt a lingering intuition that alerts you to events before they happen, or maybe you can pick up on emotions people try to hide. These experiences can be startling, especially if those around you dismiss them as mere coincidences or overactive imagination. Yet deep down, you've always known that what you perceive goes beyond what most people experience. It's as if you've been tuned into a frequency that others can't hear, picking up on vibrations they ignore. You might recall moments when you wanted to warn someone about a bad feeling you had, only to be brushed off until your intuition proved correct. 4 times you felt inexplicably drawn to a place or person, later discovering a profound connection that clarified everything. While you might have questioned your sanity at these junctures, the consistency of such moments hints at a real ability rather than fantasy. The universe has been nudging you all along. There's more to you than meets the eye. Society, however, doesn't always value spiritual gifts. We live in a culture that prioritizes logic, routine, and tangible proofs. Yet chosen ones often dwell in the realm of subtle energies and unseen truths. This can create tension in your everyday life. You sense deeper currents while others focus on surface-level concerns. That disparity can make you feel isolated, like you're the only one reading an invisible script. But what if your heightened perceptions are exactly what this world needs? Perhaps you're not here to blend in, but to shine a light where darkness reigns. Recognizing and trusting these powers is the first leap. You might worry about misreading signals or leading someone astray. Over time, though, you'll discover that your accuracy rate is surprisingly high when you listen to your intuition wholeheartedly. People who initially doubted you may start seeking your input once they see how often your wild hunches prove correct. Slowly, you build confidence in your abilities, making it easier to stand by your intuitive hits, even if logic can't back them up right away. This self-assured stance can transform your relationships, career path, and self-image, allowing you to occupy spaces you once shied away from. There's a flip side to these abilities. They can be draining if you don't know how to set boundaries. Highly attuned individuals often absorb the energies and emotions of everyone around them, leading to overwhelm. You might have days where you feel exhausted without any physical explanation, as if you've been carrying the weight of others' troubles. Recognizing this pattern is crucial. By learning grounding techniques like meditation, breath work, or even a simple walk in nature, you can recalibrate your energy field. When you maintain balanced energy, your abilities flourish rather than drain you. This sets the stage for the deeper revelations that await, proving beyond a doubt that your powers aren't figments of fantasy, but anchors of a destiny uniquely yours. Chapter 2. Signs you've been dismissing. Even those who sense they're different can overlook key signs that confirm the magnitude of their gifts. Maybe you chalked up your uncanny ability to read people's intentions as mere good judgment, or you've brushed aside persistent dreams that later come true as coincidences. Over time, though, these signs accumulate, forming a mosaic that's too consistent to ignore. The problem is that society teaches us to second-guess what can't be measured or quantified, so we rationalize away the very evidence that points to our innate strength. One sign you might be dismissing is your knack for comforting people without even trying. Strangers may randomly open up to you, sharing personal stories they've never told anyone else. At first, you might think you simply have a friendly face. In reality, they sense an energy. Field around you that feels safe, almost like a protective bubble of warmth and understanding. This isn't random. It's your heightened empathy radiating outward, assuring them on a subconscious level that they won't be judged. Another overlooked clue is the phenomenon of always being in the right place at the right time, except you never attribute it to your intuition. Perhaps you find yourself arriving at a coffee shop just as a friend you needed to see walks in, or you snag the last seat on a crowded train, narrowly avoiding a major delay. These synchronicities are easy to dismiss as luck, but for chosen ones, luck is often a function of alignment. Your inner radar guides you toward beneficial outcomes, even if you can't articulate how. Do you find that electronics act up around you for no clear reason? Or that you sense an impending argument before a single harsh word is spoken? Those scenarios can indicate a sensitivity to electromagnetic or emotional frequencies. This isn't some paranormal myth. Many empathetic or energetically charged individuals affect the electronics they use, or pick up on emotional shifts before they become verbal. Rather than blaming Mercury in retrograde or your bad tech karma, consider that your aura might be stronger and more reactive than most. There's also the matter of nighttime experiences, vivid dreams, or even mild sleep disturbances whenever you're facing a big decision. Chosen ones frequently receive symbolic guidance through dreams. Though these messages can be hard to decode, you might keep seeing a specific animal, color, or scenario. Journaling your dreams, however brief or bizarre, can reveal patterns you didn't notice before. Over time, you'll see that these dream symbols correlate with real-life events, reinforcing the truth that your internal guidance system is working overtime to keep you on track. Finally, consider how you feel after spending time in crowded places. Do you emerge drained, emotionally unsettled, or overwhelmed by the swirl of energies you've inadvertently absorbed? That's a hallmark of being a highly sensitive person with empathic abilities. Knowing this can inform how you structure your life, prompting you to schedule quiet downtime or adopt practices that cleanse your energetic field. By taking these steps, you confirm that your experiences aren't imaginary. They're part of a complex tapestry of skills you possess. Skills that, once embraced, can elevate not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Chapter 3: Navigating Disbelief and Criticism. The moment you start acknowledging your intense abilities, you'll likely encounter resistance from those around you. Family members may shrug off your insights as naive. Friends might tease you about having a sixth sense. And colleagues could remain polite but skeptical. For a chosen one, facing disbelief can feel demoralizing, especially when your experiences are undeniably real to you. Yet, it's a common rite of passage. People often fear or mock what they don't understand, and your unique sensitivities might challenge their worldview. In dealing with skeptics, it's crucial to remember that validation doesn't always come from external sources. No matter how earnestly you explain your empathetic resonance or premonitory dreams, some individuals will remain unmoved until they witness concrete evidence. That's okay. You're not obligated to prove yourself to everyone. Instead, focus on building a circle of trust, people who respect your journey and are open to possibilities beyond conventional norms. Such a community can act as a buffer against negative energy and a platform for healthy exchanges of ideas. Criticism can also stem from envy or insecurity. Some people might secretly wish they had your level of insight or emotional intelligence and lash out because they feel threatened. Their dismissiveness could be a mask for their own dissatisfaction with life. Realizing this can help you approach them with compassion rather than anger. The last thing you need is to absorb bitterness from those who, in their own way, are searching for meaning. By recognizing that their reactions are more about them than you protect your emotional well-being. Still, it's possible that you question yourself when confronted with criticism or ridicule. Self-doubt can creep in, whispering, "Am I really just imagining it all?" The best remedy is to keep a personal record of your experiences. Write down moments of strong intuition, coincidences that can't be explained away, or emotional shifts that later prove accurate. Over time, this log becomes evidence you can't dispute. It's a private but powerful testament to the reality of your abilities, especially on days when external disbelief starts to erode your confidence. If you find yourself feeling isolated, consider joining groups online or in person where people share similar perspectives. Whether it's a meditation circle, a forum for intuitive development, or a holistic healing class, Such communities offer camaraderie and learning opportunities. There you won't just receive understanding, you'll also discover advanced techniques for managing and refining your gifts. Sharing stories, trading advice, or simply listening to others' journeys can accelerate your own growth and reaffirm that you're neither delusional nor alone. Ultimately, your abilities are part of you, as natural as any talent for art, math, or sports. While external validation can be uplifting, it's not the cornerstone of your truth. Your experiences are valid, whether or not everyone else recognizes them. By gracefully handling disbelief, you maintain your inner equilibrium and preserve your energy for what truly matters, honing your gifts for the greater good. Remember, every visionary throughout history, from inventors to spiritual leaders, faced disbelief before they were eventually hailed as pioneers. In that sense, each skeptic you encounter might simply be playing a small role in your greater narrative, nudging you to solidify the conviction in your own unique path. Chapter 4. Harnessing your gifts in practical ways. Having intense abilities doesn't mean you're destined to be a recluse or fringe character in society. In fact, many chosen ones leverage their gifts in ways that blend seamlessly into everyday life, bringing balance and insight into arenas like business, education, healthcare, and the arts. Your heightened empathy, for example, can help you excel in leadership roles, enabling you to read the emotional climate of a room and adapt your communication strategy accordingly. Rather than overshadowing your logical thinking, your intuitive sense can serve as a strong ally, guiding you to make swift yet informed decisions. One practical application is in conflict resolution. If you can sense underlying tensions that others can't pinpoint, you can also guide discussions to address the root causes of disagreement. By diplomatically naming the unspoken issue, you pave the way for authentic dialogue and harmonious solutions. People may initially be perplexed at how you just knew the real issue, but they'll appreciate the relief that follows once problems are out in the open. Over time, they'll trust your instincts, offering you an informal leadership role, even if it's not written into an organizational chart. Your intuitive edge also lends itself to creative fields, writing, music, design, or even culinary arts. You might find yourself tapping into a wellspring of inspiration that others label creative genius or a divine spark. In truth, your sensitivity to subtle energies gives you access to deeper layers of expression, enabling you to produce work that resonates strongly with audiences. This doesn't negate the need for skill or discipline, of course, but when you merge your heightened awareness with practical expertise, the results can be transformative, leaving a lasting impact on those who experience your art. Furthermore, your gift for sensing emotional undercurrents can open paths in counseling or healing professions. Whether you become a life coach, therapist, or holistic practitioner, your ability to empathize deeply and see beyond surface issues becomes invaluable in these contexts. You help others discover insights they might never have reached on their own. Yet such roles also demand self-care. Because you'll absorb a lot of emotional energy, it's vital to develop routines like meditation, grounding exercises, or physical activities that release accumulated stress. By safeguarding your well-being, you ensure that you can continue to help others effectively. Beyond career or creativity, your abilities can enrich personal relationships. You know when a friend is hurting, even if they insist everything's fine. Rather than backing off, you can gently probe, offering a safe space for them to open up. This fosters trust and deeper connection. In romance, you might intuit unmet needs in a partner or foresee challenges that, if addressed early, can strengthen the bond. Again, boundary setting is essential. Caring for others doesn't mean you must become their emotional dumping ground. With mindful management, your gifts can elevate the emotional quality of your relationships, turning them into more nourishing, spiritually aligned partnerships. Ultimately, harnessing your gifts in practical ways means weaving them into the fabric of your daily life. Far from being an anomaly, your hidden senses can become a tool set that complements your everyday responsibilities. When you engage your intuition and empathy consciously, you elevate mundane tasks into purposeful acts. This synergy between the spiritual and the practical is exactly what being a chosen one is all about. Living authentically in a world that often forgets how deep and magical existence truly is. Chapter 5. Grounding and protecting your energy. With great power comes the need for steadfast self-care. When your senses are heightened, you're more prone to emotional overload, energetic drains, and even psychic interference. It's like shining high-beam headlights in a fog. You see more, yet you're also dazzled by what's out there. Learning to ground and protect your energy isn't optional. It's essential for navigating life as a chosen one with heightened abilities. Grounding involves rooting yourself in the present, physically and spiritually. A quick method is to close your eyes, inhale deeply, and imagine roots sprouting from the soles of your feet into the earth's core. Exhale any tension downward, and with each inhale, draw up stabilizing energy. Practice this before big meetings, after absorbing others' emotional weight, or whenever you sense a mental spiral. Over time, it becomes a mental reset button you can hit anytime. Shielding is equally potent. Visualize an invisible bubble or cocoon of light enveloping you, a protective barrier filtering out negativity. You might see a golden glow or a shimmering purple orb around your body. Affirmations like, "I am safe," or "only positive energy may enter," reinforce this shield. Soon you'll notice chaotic venues or difficult personalities affect you less, preserving your inner calm. After intense interactions, clearing your energy is crucial. Paths often retain emotional residue long after a conversation. Sage smudging, salt baths, or certain music frequencies can cleanse the energy field. If that's not your style, try journaling. By writing about an encounter, you externalize the emotion and let it go. For some, breathwork or mindful movement, like Tai Chi, also helps flush out residual vibes. Boundaries in relationships are vital. Empathetic natures can attract people who repeatedly dump their emotional baggage on you. While compassion is noble, it can exhaust you. If necessary, politely but firmly communicate your limits, and if required, suggest they seek deeper support. It may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've been everyone's emotional rock, but it safeguards both your well-being and the quality of help you can offer. Grounding and protection ensure your gifts stay a blessing, not a burden. Rather than being buffeted by random energies, you remain centered and clear, operating from a place of empowerment instead of overwhelm. Remember, your intense abilities are gifts, but like any powerful tool, they need proper handling. By diligently mastering energetic self-care, you'll shine as the chosen one you truly are, preserving the vital force that makes your gifts so extraordinary. Chapter 6. Finding your purpose through your abilities. A key realization about having heightened abilities is that they can guide you to your life's greater purpose. While many people flip from job to job or hobby to hobby seeking fulfillment, you possess a compass. It might manifest as an unshakable intuition that a certain cause or career path needs your unique gifts, or as a strong pull toward humanitarian work where your empathy can heal emotional wounds. Whatever the form, your abilities can reveal a clear route to a purpose-driven life. Purpose doesn't require grand world-changing feats, though it can. It might be uplifting just one individual who needs your insights, boosting morale in an uninspired workplace, or shining a light in neglected corners of your neighborhood. Yet if you feel called to something bigger, like launching a breakthrough nonprofit, writing a transformative book, or innovating a holistic therapy, don't shy away. Chosen ones often have weighty missions etched into their essence, simultaneously daunting and electrifying as you explore your path. Notice tasks that energize you despite physical tiredness. Such alignment brings a sense of meaningful satisfaction. In contrast, truly depleting tasks likely aren't your calling. Of course, you can't escape every mundane chore, but your main work, whether a career or a serious side project, should spark passion more than drain you. Observe how people respond when you discuss certain topics. Perhaps you become animated and others lean in, asking questions. Or you effortlessly gather a circle of like-minded souls who share your enthusiasm. Such signs suggest you're on the right track. The energy you radiate resonates with your surroundings. This synergy is a hallmark of living with purpose. Realize that your mission may evolve. You might start applying your abilities in one field, only to pivot later as your experiences or inner urgings grow. Stay open to change rather than clinging to a familiar niche. Trust your intuition if a fresh direction calls to you. It may be a deeper layer of your higher purpose revealing itself only after you've matured to a certain point. Ultimately, finding purpose through your abilities isn't about ego. It's about contributing what only you can. Your intense gifts serve as tools and signposts, steering you toward what you're truly meant to do. Heeding these cues infuses your life with greater meaning and direction, creating profound ripples in the lives you touch. Whether by healing, inspiring, or catalyzing social shifts, embracing this unique role confirms that your gifts are no accident. They're the universe's investment in a life lived not just for yourself, but also for a world in need of your singular light. Chapter 7. Embracing your path with confidence. By now you recognize that what once felt like wild imagination or unexplained coincidence are integral to your innate gifts. You've navigated both external and internal doubts, learning to use these abilities in ways that enrich your life and serve others. The final step is to fully embrace your unique path with steady confidence. This doesn't mean arrogance, it's the calm certainty that you're here to fulfill a distinct purpose and won't shrink from it. Confidence grows from consistency. Every time you trust your intuition and it proves reliable, or help someone with empathic insight, or set a boundary to protect your energy, you reinforce the legitimacy of your gifts. Over time, these triumphs set up creating a solid foundation. Yes, the world may still test you, unexpected setbacks or skeptics questioning your motives, but each challenge, when overcome, fortifies your resolve. You realize you can't please everyone, nor is that your mission. Your task is to keep evolving, responsibly wielding your gifts in ways that uplift. Embracing your path also means, when appropriate, being open about your abilities. If you once hid them out of fear, consider how sharing them judiciously can attract collaborators and kindred spirits. You'll inevitably meet naysayers, but you'll also discover supporters whose enthusiasm helps you flourish. Confidence includes discernment, so you learn to read whether someone is receptive before diving into esoteric details. Over time, you refine your social awareness, able to maintain authenticity while respecting different audiences. The most rewarding aspect of embracing your gifts is seeing the ripple effect on others. Family members might warm up to spiritual ideas they once dismissed, or friends might begin questioning their own limiting beliefs. Even casual chats can spark deeper introspection in the people around you. In this way, your journey transcends personal growth. It lights the way for others seeking their own inner truths. Remember that growth is a continuous process. You'll keep refining your gifts, discarding outdated mindsets, and exploring new horizons. Challenges won't disappear, they'll evolve as your capabilities expand. But where fear once immobilized you, confidence now propels you forward. When you once doubted your experiences, you now see a tapestry interwoven with purpose and synchronicity. In short, you've stepped into your identity as a chosen one, not as a lofty label, but as living proof that remarkable abilities are real and transformative. Armed with self-trust and the knowledge that you're far from alone, you can stride into the future, heart open, ready to shine your light in a world that needs it more than ever.